Hello and welcome to Advent of Indies. Today is December 5th. Today's developer is Sometimes You. Sometimes You is a small indie team of 2 people. And I may mess up the names again. I'm not great with the old international names. Evgeny Kolpakov and Alina Ovchinnikova. I hope that's right. I think it sounds more accurate than my first efforts. We believe that games can be art, and we are trying for this. The games, I'm getting the impression today, may be not finished products. Practice of Chaos, the download file is marked as prototype, so I'm not sure if this is finished or not. The premium title today is Retention, but when you click the Get the Game link, it takes you to the Steam Greenlight page. So again, not immediately available to purchase. Nonetheless, we're going to have a look at Practice of Chaos and see what it has to offer. It's a game based on cellular automaton life, devised by British mathematician John Horton Conway, the famous Conway's Game of Life. I've heard of it, I don't particularly know what the deal with it is, so maybe I'll learn something out of this. Glider's moving at an angle. Okay. Right. Okay. I win, I guess. It's a lightweight spaceship. Who's in straight? Right. I don't know. This isn't a game. I'm just making things happen here. Build ships at your base and destroy enemy forces. No, I'm clicking and things aren't happening. What am I doing? Can I edit before we press play? No. Oh, right. Oh, I see. I can build on the left-hand side of the screen. I can't build on the right-hand side of the screen. Do I need to learn some of the spaceship patterns from the other ones? So I'm just gonna derp about. Well, that's not worked. Oh, I can continue building at any stage and see what it does. Oh, that made things happen. Nothing useful though. It would be really, really helpful if it explained the rules of Conway's Game of Life before you started, in order to try and teach you about Conway's Game of Life, because it certainly seems like it's an interesting thing, but it doesn't really explain what you're doing. All it does is give you a grid to play with. So if I create that, it does that. I don't know how or why it did that. Right, so let's start with 1, see what it does. When I put 1, it just disappears. I put 2 next to each other, they disappear. Put 3 in a line, it rotates indefinitely, like that. 3 at an angle, it makes a 4th. Right, so if I do that, that should make a block of 6. No, oh, that's... So how do I make something that moves? That just does that as well. Okay, I'm going to go and learn those first spaceships right. Sort of 3 up across the bottom and then 2 diagonally. I don't want it to go at an angle, I need the stuff that goes in straight. Which is one of those. Oh my god. This is horrifyingly complex. But I don't know. 4 on the bottom, 3 inside. Right, let's see if I can remember that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And there, that was a straight line moving ship, right. Right, I made something happen. That wasn't area cleared, there were 3 things left, but okay, we get to move on. Is that literally just the rule every time now? Just smash stuff into stuff? I have no idea what I'm doing. Smashy smashy, okay. And that works. What are the rules to winning? I'm not clearing anything. Well, okay, let's learn the diagonal ship again. Right. 3 and 2 and a diagonal. Right. Let's figure out 1, 2, 3, 2, and that. Go! Hmm. 1, 2, 3, up, and there. Oh, I can't use that top square. Dang. Right. What am I doing? I want that. That's a spaceship. Of sorts. Oh, there we go. Stuff's going around. Yeah. Cool. I'm convinced of what I can do with just a couple of pre-scripted ships used to smash stuff up. There's definitely some sort of potential here, but without any kind of instructions or learning curve. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, cleared. It's just assuming you know Conway's game over. I admit, if we can I go back to the main menu? No, cannot. Go back to the main menu. Game based on cellular automaton, blah, blah, blah. Wikipedia. That is your instruction manual, it would seem. You're supposed to go to Wikipedia from a link that doesn't actually link. And learn the rules yourself. Which, I suppose, there's worse ways to do it, but I don't know. I feel like the game is just missing something. Let's have a look at the level editor. There is a level editor with a random pattern. And then when I do tell it to go, it eventually reaches a stable state. I don't know what that did. Okay, I'll go over from what I can infer and what I know of Conway's game of life. One block on its own dies. Blocks with one neighbour also appear to die. Blocks with 2 neighbours generate additional neighbours, but those ones top and bottom of that line will die because they only have one neighbour, so that just alternates forever. Anything with 3 or more neighbours, anything with 3 neighbours, don't know. It'd be nice if you could just iterate one step to see what it's doing, because it goes too fast for me to figure out what's actually happening. What happens with 3 steps? I think that was 2 steps, so again, I've missed what's happened. Really fast. Okay. So the left-hand block No, wait. Oh, an empty space with two neighbours generates a new block. I'm not the best person to be trying to teach you this because I don't know what I'm doing myself. Either way, there are established patterns and formations that these few simple rules either can use to propagate indefinitely or reach stable formations or eventually die out, usually one of those three things. Clearly when I press go, we've got 6 stable formations over here, and it is my job to fire one of these propagating formations to disrupt things. But trying to figure out, already at this stage, trying to figure out how to make something propagate when you've never been told how the game works is incredibly complicated. Right, menu. I mean, yes, they give you this one, but presumably the goal is to find similar things that can do similar effects. You're supposed to create other constructs like this that can do a similar job. Okay, not good enough yet. Ding, 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 go! There we go. That should do a job, maybe. Just making a mess. Did I win the game? Did I win? Nope. Let's fire another ship at them. That didn't do a lot. I don't know if that's going to make... Ow. That wasn't a functional spaceship, was it? 1, 2, 3, 2, and 1. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah. Works. Dang, can't build that far up. Don't think that's going to reach anything. It's just going to fly harmlessly past. Oh, it might clip it. Yeah, did enough to do some damage. Ugh. Messy. Messy. No, this is weird. This is unfinished is what this feels like, I'm afraid to say. Certainly if you've got any kind of grounding or would like to try and ground yourself in learning Conway's Game of Life, it's an interesting little tool. As something to pass the time, recreational diversion, I'm not convinced I can recommend this, I'm afraid. It's definitely interesting, but it's a bit too deep for me at this stage. I shall briefly mention Retention, which is the premium game, available on Steam Greenlight. This is a game about a person who kept running through his life, never looking back at the past. He rarely slept, and even with 24 hours in a day, it was not enough for him. Once, during a trip, he gets into trouble. Now he's lying on the cold ground, buried beneath his bicycle. Slides of various moments fly through his head. Will his memory return? Will he be able to stand up again? We must help him. Described as a unique game genre, a game photo album. The game can be finished in about 10 minutes, has 8 different endings, and received an award for the strangest experience of the year. Whether this is available on any kind of website is not made immediately apparent. Like I say, currently it stands on Steam Steam Greenlight under Pinkerator's Workshop. I can throw a link on the screen to that so that you can have a look at that yourself. It looks a very strange, sort of abstract, arty game. If it only takes 10 minutes to finish, I'm certain it's probably going to be worth a look through, at least just for the experience. But like I say, at the moment I can't immediately find any way to purchase this game. It is not immediately available on their website either. And yet, if you go over to adventofindies.com, there is, as usual, the opportunity to win a copy of Retention. So, assuming that actually is a working thing, that may be the only possible way to get hold of it at this stage. So that's pretty much all. That's Sometimes You, a small indie team of 2 people who are making some very strange artistic creations. Possibly want to keep an eye on in the future. So that's the 5th of December. I'll see you again tomorrow with another game. See you later.